Welcome back to The Fame, your go-to for all the hottest Duggar family updates and celebrity news. Today, we've got a packed lineup for you. First up, we're diving into the exciting new chapter for Jana Duggar and her husband, Stephen Wissmann. After their dreamy wedding, they're already knee-deep in a massive home renovation. We'll give you the full tour of their fixer-upper and share who's helping them turn this house into their dream home. Next, the Duggar wedding drama you won't want to miss. Jana's stunning, shoulder-revealing dress has sparked some serious buzz. We're breaking down the family's modesty rules and looking into which Duggar sister might be feeling a little left out of the bridal glam. Speaking of family, Jinger Duggar Vuolo is considering something big. Twins, yep, we'll dive into how Jinger and Jeremy might be growing their family ×2 and what they've shared about this exciting possibility. And lastly, we can't forget Anna Duggar. With so much speculation swirling around why she hasn't left her troubled marriage, we're going to unpack the real reasons behind her situation and why it's far more complicated than it seems. So hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get started. Today, we're diving into the latest from Jana Duggar and her new husband, Stephen Wissmann. After their beautiful wedding earlier this month, the couple has wasted no time settling into their newlywed life. And what's on the agenda? A massive home renovation, of course. Jana recently gave fans an exclusive tour of their fixer-upper in Nebraska. And let me tell you, this place is a project. Stick around as we break down all the details of their home transformation, the surprising help they're getting, and what fans are saying about it all. Jana Duggar, now 34, and her husband Stephen Wissmann, 31, are kicking off their married life with a bang by taking on a huge renovation project. In a YouTube video posted on August 29th, Jana shared a sneak peek of their new home, a spacious Nebraska property that's definitely in need of some TLC. The house, boasting 2 floors, 5 bedrooms, and full bathrooms on both levels, is nothing short of ambitious. But if there's one thing Jana's known for, it's tackling challenges head-on. As she guided viewers through the different rooms, she revealed their big plans for the space. One of the most significant changes, knocking down walls to combine 2 adjacent bedrooms into a luxurious master suite. Jana explained, "Our plan is to remove this coat closet. There's the garage door. And then bedroom 1 and bedroom number 2. We plan to combine those 2 and turn those into the primary bedroom suite. But that's not all." Jana and Stephen are thinking ahead, considering how to make the house truly their own. The smaller room next to their new master suite will be transformed into a spacious primary bathroom. Downstairs, there's even talk of creating a game room or an in-home theater, making this house not just a home but a perfect spot for entertaining. And who's helping with all this demolition? None other than Jana's dad, Jim Bob Duggar, and some of her younger sisters, including Jennifer. That's right, Demo Day turned into a family affair, with everyone pitching in to rip up carpets and tear down walls. Fans were quick to notice Jim Bob actually working alongside his kids, a rare sight that sparked plenty of comments online. As always, viewers had a lot to say about the tour. Some fans couldn't help but feel like they were watching Jana play a real-life version of The Sims, while others were shocked to see Jim Bob acting like a hands-on dad. And of course, there was no shortage of opinions on the house's floor plan, with some viewers questioning the practicality of certain design choices. One thing's for sure, Jana's journey into married life and home renovation is capturing everyone's attention, whether they're tuning in to see the transformation or to speculate on what Jana and Stephen's next steps will be. So, what do you think about Jana and Stephen's fixer-upper adventure? Are you excited to see how they turn this house into their dream home? Or do you have some thoughts on their renovation plans? Drop your comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Next, we're diving into some Duggar wedding drama, specifically focusing on the wedding dresses that have sparked some serious debate among fans. We all know that the Duggar sisters have had their fair share of modesty rules when it comes to fashion. But when Jana Duggar walked down the aisle in a stunning, shoulder-revealing dress, it left us wondering, how do her sisters really feel about this? In particular, we're looking at which Duggar sister might be the most upset about having worn a much less glamorous dress on her big day, especially when compared to Jana's recent bridal look. Let's start with Anna Duggar. Fans have often criticized Anna's wedding dress, describing it as little more than a t-shirt dress. It was a far cry from the more elegant and intricate designs we've seen on other Duggar brides. Some fans even noted that it looked like something they wouldn't have worn to an 8th grade dance, let alone on their wedding day. The crunchy hair, sad limp veil, and overall frumpy look didn't do Anna any favors. Given how stunning some of her sisters looked on their big days, it's easy to see why Anna might feel a pang of jealousy, especially now that Jana, the eldest Duggar daughter, wore a gorgeous modern gown that showed off her shoulders. But Anna isn't the only one who might be feeling a little left out. Jill Duggar also had a less-than-ideal wedding dress experience. Fans recall how Jill's dress was altered to meet modesty standards, resulting in a frumpy look that didn't do justice to her natural beauty. And let's not forget that at her wedding, her abuser made a speech that left everyone feeling uncomfortable, a stark contrast to the seemingly joyful and elegant atmosphere of Jana's wedding. Jana Duggar, on the other hand, wore a blush-colored dress that some fans actually liked. While it was modest from the start, it didn't require the extensive alterations that Jill's did. But even Jessa might feel a bit envious of Jana's dress, as Jana's gown broke the traditional mold with its shoulder-bearing design, a bold choice within the Duggar family's usual fashion boundaries. And then there's the comparison to other Duggar women like Erin Bates, who also had a modesty-driven dress disaster. Her dress was so heavily altered that it lost its original charm, leading some fans to feel bad for her. But when it comes to who got the worst deal, Anna seems to be the clear winner, or loser, depending on how you look at it. Not only did she have to wear what many consider the worst dress of any Duggar bride, but she also had to endure a less-than-ideal wedding day overall, from the groom to the dress to the honeymoon. So, who do you think is the most upset about their wedding dress in light of Jana's stunning bridal look? Is it Anna, Jill, or perhaps someone else? Jinger Duggar Vuolo recently opened up about the possibility of expanding her family, and she has a pretty exciting idea in mind: twins. Stick around to hear all the details and how Jinger and Jeremy are considering this unique 2-for-1 deal. In the latest episode of the Jinger and Jeremy podcast, which aired on Wednesday, August 28th, Jinger Duggar Vuolo, 30, didn't hold back when fans asked her about having more kids. When the topic of twins came up, Jinger was all in. "That would be fantastic," she said with a smile. "If we had another kid, had twins, I'd be down for it. I feel like it would be a lot of work initially, but then you also it's a faster way to have babies." Jinger, who already shares 2 daughters, Felicity, 6, and Evangeline, 3, with her husband Jeremy Vuolo, jokingly added, "If you want more kids, just double them up. Then you only have 1 pregnancy instead of 2. The idea of twins isn't just a random thought for Jinger. It was sparked by the exciting news that her brother Jedediah Duggar and his wife Katie are expecting twin girls. "When I heard the news, I was like, this is crazy," Jinger exclaimed. She went on to remind fans that her brother Jed is actually a twin himself, sharing a birthday with his brother Jeremiah. Now the idea of twins is making Jinger consider whether she and Jeremy might follow suit. Earlier in the podcast, Jinger reflected on the challenges of parenting, especially the transition from 0 to 1 child and then from 1 to 2. "I think the hardest thing was going from 0 to 1 kid, as you did not know what to expect," Jinger shared. "And once we went to 2, it was just difficult because if you're at home by yourself, I was outnumbered. So I felt like it made that aspect more challenging." Jinger and Jeremy's love story is one for the books. The couple first met in 2015, got engaged the following year, and tied the knot in November 2016. Their journey from New York City engagements to an Arkansas wedding has been nothing short of a fairy tale, and now it seems like they're considering adding a new chapter, possibly with twins. Anna Duggar and the ongoing debate over why she hasn't left her troubled marriage. There's been a lot of chatter, with people saying, "Why doesn't Anna just get up and leave?" Well, it's not as simple as it sounds, and we're here to unpack the complex reality behind Anna's situation. First off, let's address the environment Anna was raised in. Anna Duggar grew up deeply embedded in a belief system that teaches women their sole purpose is to be a wife and mother. This ideology has shaped her entire existence, leaving her with limited job skills, no formal education, and a worldview that condemns those who stray from the path. It's not just about walking out the door, it's about unlearning a lifetime of conditioning. Moreover, Anna's public image adds another layer of difficulty. She's been through a major scandal, and as a public figure, her notoriety makes it nearly impossible for her to find a job that could support her and her 7 children. The reality is, she has mouths to feed and bills to pay, and without a viable way to support her family, leaving isn't just daunting, it's potentially disastrous. But it doesn't stop there. The mental and emotional chains holding Anna back are just as strong, if not stronger, than any financial concerns. She's been taught that leaving her faith, her marriage, and her family could result in eternal damnation. That's not a fear easily overcome, especially when it's been instilled in her since childhood. And let's not forget the practicalities. Right now, Josh Duggar is locked up for the next decade, and Jim Bob Duggar is likely still providing some level of financial support to Anna and her kids. What motivation does she have to leave now? The real test will come when Josh is released. By then, some of her kids will be older, and she might have more options. But even then, the decision won't be easy. Finally, we need to acknowledge the role her family might play in all of this. While some of her relatives outside the IBLP have reportedly offered to help, it's unclear how involved they are in her life. And moving in with her parents, the Kellers, might not be the solution many think it is, especially given their limited space and resources compared to the Duggar. So while we all hope Anna finds the strength and courage to leave, we have to recognize that it's not as simple as just walking away. Her situation is a tangled web of emotional, financial, and psychological barriers that can't be easily untangled. But here's hoping that in the next decade, she finds a way to break free and build a better life for herself and her kids. What do you think? Will Anna ever leave, or is she in it for the long haul? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching The Fame. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on the Duggar family and beyond.